Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the poem The Ant and the Cricket. Children, this poem is adapted from um, Aesop's fable. Do you know what I mean by fable means? It's a story. Okay. And then this poem is content like storytelling. You might have heard a story from your grandparents and parents. Like that, this poem ending with a story like. Okay. Let's see the glossary of this lesson. Glossary. Wait. Accustomed to used to. See, this is meaning. I used to go for a walk when I am small. Like that. So, I used to, the action which is done before, it's called used to. Second one, gay, glad or joyful. Glad or joyful. Glad or joyful. See, when you get a 10th standard result or 8th standard result, you may get a joyful mood. That's called here. Next one, crumb. Crumb means piece of bread. We used to say loaf of bread, but in the loaf of bread, if there is small thing, we used to say pieces of a bread. Okay, famine. Famine means extreme scarcity of food. See here, famine means where there is a scarcity for anything, we can call it famine. Panjam, patrakurai, abdi solluvom, that's called. Miserly. Hesitant to spend money. See, you are going for shop, you are buying something, but you are very eager to buy everything, but your parents are very hesitate to buy everything because they are taking hard work and earning money. That's called here. Quack means sit. It's a old English. Now it's not used in our day-to-day English, but it is still using in a poem. Okay, that's called quack means sit. Hastily, that means hurriedly. When the bell rings, you are go fast to the restroom or go fast for the dinner, supper, like that. That's called hurriedly here. Warrant means guarantee or promise. See, when you buy things from the shop, they used to give a guarantee or they will promise. See, these are the things it will be very useful for 4 or 5 years, like that. That's called. Again, we will see the glossary of this lesson. Accustomed to used to. Gay, glad or joyful. Crumb, piece of bread. Famine, extreme scarcity of food. Miserly, hesitant to spend money. Quack, set. It's an old English only used in poem. Okay. Hardly, hurriedly, hastily, hurriedly. Warrant, guarantee or promise. Okay. Let's enter into the poem what they have saying to us. The Ant and the Cricket. The Ant and the Cricket is the title of the poem. You might have heard animals, birds story from your young, small age itself. Your grandparents, they used to say animals, birds, insect stories. These are all given you pleasure. When the children is so young, they used to hear the animal story, bird story, like that. This poem is relevant like animal story. Okay, let's see the first paragraph. Correct. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. A silly young cricket, you know, cricket means it's one kind of insects like dragonfly, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தட்டான் மாதிரி அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு small insects. Accustomed, used to sing. See, when you were small, you used to drink coffee or cold. When you were small, you go to church often. Nowadays, you are not at all going. So, accustomed means used to sing. It's like hummingbird. Like this it goes. That's called here. Accustomed to sing. Through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. Yeah, when the when the insects, which insects? The cricket. It wander here and there all the days. That means warm, sunny, all the months. It never works. It roams here and there. That's called. That's his saying here. It never works. It roams. It sings and roams here and there. When all the months, warm means winter, every sunny, yeah, all the months it roams, began to complain when he found that at home. When it was at home, it began to complain. What to complain? His cupboard was empty and winter was come. His cupboard is empty means he never works. He never saves the food for the windy or sunny days because it's a jolly mood. It's singing here and there. So that's called cupboard was empty means when will we the cupboard fill it? If we earn something and keep it in the cupboard, only the cupboard will be filled. Now the cupboard was empty means it never saved for the future. That shows here. Again, I am reading the first para. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found. Crumb means small pieces of bread or anything else. Nothing is there in the cupboard or on snow covered ground. See, when we have some other weather, but in foreign country they have a snow. Snow means mist, no, pani, that's called. So there is no snow also. So it thought of eating snow, there is no snow. Crumb means small pieces of food. Okay, next one, not a flower, good easy, because it's a winter season, there is no flower in the tree also. Not a leaf on a tree, because winter season there is no leaf, there is no flower. So nothing there to eat for the cricket. So again I am reading, not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, here exclamation, exclaimed. Okay, oh means exclaimed. Oh, what will become? What will become, say cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold. What the cricket is thinking, oh my God, at last I am going to starve. Starve means hungry. And famine means already I have told you the meaning, that nothing, scarcity of food. Here scarcity of food only, because cricket doesn't get any food from the tree, anywhere else, in the cupboard, everything. All dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, because it's a winter season, so that everywhere there is a cold and there is no, he never found food or anything. Away he set off to be miserly and to see if to keep him alive he would grind. Away he said, what he is thinking, whether somebody can help me to give me rain and I can be alive. Alive means living. Alive means living. He is thinking whether I can get help from a neighbor, like that. So again I am reading that paragraph. Oh, what will become, says cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to a miserly and to see if to keep him alive he would grind. See, because of the wind, it became wet. There is nothing he could find to eat. Next paragraph. Him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain he wished only to borrow, he repay it tomorrow. So he doesn't have shelter also. So he wanted to get a mouthful of grain. Here, mouthful means the stomach should be filled by the grain. Grain means food. Here, we can't say தானியங்கள். Grain means food. அந்த தானியங்கள் எனக்கு mouth full. Here, mouth full means வாய் ஃபுல்லாக கிடையாது, வயிறு ஃபுல்லாக. எனக்கு வேணும். நான் வந்து how can I can get it like a borrow. Next day I can repay it. I can give it back. ஒரு கடனா வாங்கிட்டு திருப்பி கொடுத்துருவேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுது. Again we'll read that paragraph, fourth paragraph. Him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow. He'd repay it tomorrow. Tomorrow I can give it back. Like that it says. Okay. Next paragraph. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. What? No? The cricket bird is going to the ant and asking, will you give me some grain? I'll give it on tomorrow. The ant says, we the ant, we never borrow from anybody else. We never give to anybody else. Like that, the ant is replying. That shows that ant saved for the future. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay anything by when the weather was warm? Quack, the cricket not. The ant is asking to cricket, but did you save anything for the future when the climate is so warm? The cricket is saying, my heart was so light that I sang day and night. My heart is so light means I am in a jolly mood. I was singing and roaming here and there day and night. For all nature looked gay, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Oh, all nature is so gay means so pleasure, so beautiful. So I enjoyed the climate and I was in a jolly mood. Like that it says. Go then, says the ant. Ant says, go then, don't stand here and dance the winter away. And he is saying, the winter away, the winter போறவரை நீ என்னை விட்ட வராத ஓடு. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. He pushed the cricket out of the door and closed it. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some cricket have 4 legs and some have 4. Here we must understand that's cricket. Some cricket have 4 means some are 2. Here the author is implying the human being also having 2 legs like cricket. They are not at all working hard for the future. They are spending all the things for every day-to-day life. They are not at all saving for the future life. That is the thing the author is explaining here. Okay children, இந்த போயம் என்ன அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஸ்டோரி மாதிரி உள்ள போகும். It is adapted from Aesop's fables. Fables means story. இதில் என்ன செய்யுதுன்னா கிரிக்கெட்னா ஒரு வகையான தட்டான் பூச்சி. அது என்ன பண்ணுது அப்படின்னா அது வந்து நல்லா ஜாலியாக எல்லா சீசன்லேயும் ஜாலியாக சுற்றி பாட்டு பாடிட்டு இங்கே எங்கேயும் ஓடுது. கடைசியாக போய் அந்த இதுக்கிட்ட போய் எனக்கு கேட்குது, எனக்கு சாப்பாடு ஏதாவது கொடு அப்படின்னு. ஆண்டு சொல்லுது, நான் யாருக்கும் கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். இது கடனாக தான் கேட்குது, இன்னைக்கு கூட நாளைக்கு கொடுத்துறேன். அது சொல்லுது, நான் கொடுக்கவே மாட்டேன், நாங்கள் கொடுக்கவும் மாட்டோம் வாங்க மாட்டோம், நாங்கள் சேவ் பண்ணிடுவோம். நீ என்ன செஞ்ச? நான் ஜாலியாக சுற்றிட்டு தெரிஞ்சேன். நீ ஜாலியாக சுற்றிட்டு தெரிஞ்சேன், அப்போ உனக்கு நான் கடனாக கொடுக்கவே மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னு ஆண்டு வெளியே தள்ளி போயிடுது. அதோட இது மாதிரி தான் கிரிக்கெட்டுக்கு எத்தனை லெக் இருக்குது? 4 லெக்ஸ். நம்ம மனிதர்களுக்கு 2 லெக்கு உள்ள மனிதர்களும் அன்னன்னைக்கு உணவுகளை சாப்பிட்டுட்டு அன்னன்னைக்கு வீணாக்குறாங்க, எதிர்காலத்துக்கு சேர்த்து வைக்கல அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து இந்த லெசன் உணர்த்துது. இந்த லெசனில் இருந்து யூ ஷுட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் தட் வி ஷுட் சேவ் எவ்ரிதிங் ஃபார் அவர் ஃபியூச்சர் in order to live sophisticated in the winter and all the season. ஓகே, நம்ம வந்து எதிர்காலத்தில் நல்லபடியாக வாழணும்னா இப்போவே சேர்த்து வைக்கணும் அப்படின்னு இந்த போம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து உணர்த்துது. ஓகே சில்ட்ரன், இப்போ இதில் க்ளோசரி நீ படிச்சுக்கணும். இட்ஸ் நாட் அ மெமரி போயம், anyhow you have to learn the meanings. See here, light night, a b gay. So b like that you have to understand the rhyming scheme. Okay children, see how many paragraphs we have? 1 2 3 paragraph we are having. We should learn the paragraph. Okay children, okay, let's I'll show the paragraph here. First one here, first paragraph. Some cricket have 4 legs and some have 2. Elucidate this statement from the poem's point of view. Here, சில பேருக்கு 4 legs இருக்கும், சில பேருக்கு 2 legs இருக்கும் கிரிக்கெட்டுக்கு. இதை எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் பண்ண அப்படின்னு சில்ட்ரன் யூ ஷுட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் 4 legs have cricket ball, 2 legs have human being, because human being also they are not at all saving the money or food for the future. That's called here. So we should explain about this verses. Okay, next paragraph. Compare the contrast the attitude of the ant and the cricket. ரெண்டு பேரோட ஆட்டிடியூட் செயல்பாடுகள் எப்படி இருந்தது? ஆண்ட் வந்து இட் சேவ்ஸ் ஃபார் த ஃபியூச்சர், பட் கிரிக்கெட் இட் ஜாலி மூட், இட் ரோம்ஸ், அட் லாஸ்ட் இட் டைஸ் டூரிங் த விண்டர் சீசன். ஸோ cricket is not at all saved for the future, so it dies. That's called here. So you should explain about this. Okay, then third paragraph. If you given chance, who would you want to be, the ant and the cricket? Justify your answer. If you have given chance, if you were a bird, what will you do? Like that, if you have a given chance, how you will be? Like ant or like cricket bird? What you will be going to be in future? That's called about that you should write it. Okay, it may be your own words, but you should learn all the things. Children, today we have seen about the ant and the cricket. You are the children. You should learn. You should have a future goal. Not only today's goal, you have to have a future goal. According to the future goal, you should have a hard work like ant. Okay, long term goal, short term goal. There is a short term goal, long term goal, and the ant lives for long term goal. So you should have a model of the ant and have a long term goal. Study well, do your best. Okay children, whatever I have given, study it and write it in the paper, correct it with a pencil, get sign from your parents. You have to recite it to your parents in front of them without looking at your notes. Be truthful to yourself and do your work every day. Okay, don't postpone it like cricket, but every day like ant you have to do it. Okay, thank you. Bye watching this video. Thank you.